Hi friends, today I bring you a special video, one of those that mix history, engineering, and pure driving emotion. Because if there's something that defines Japanese cars, it's the way they make you feel every curve, every sound, every millimeter of the throttle. Today we're talking about the 5 fastest Japanese muscle cars. The ones that proved Japan could not only build reliable cars, but true beasts capable of making even European supercars nervous. And I want you to tell me in the comments, would you add another car to this list? Or would you remove any of the ones I'm about to mention? Let's start with the Nissan GT-R R35. Letters command as much respect as GT-R. Since it was born, it's been a synonym for power, precision, and technology. The 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 is hand-built by the Takumi, Nissan's master engine builders. Each engine is unique. When it was released in 2007, it already produced 480 horsepower, but the later Nismo versions go over 600. The best part of the GT-R isn't just its power, but how it puts it to the ground. Its all-wheel drive system, dual-clutch transmission, and rigid chassis make it an almost perfect machine. It does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.7 seconds. And yet, you can still drive it to work or take your family out. That's why they call it the supercar killer. It doesn't need a V12 or a luxury badge to humiliate the big names. It's pure Japanese power. No decorations, no excuses. Is the GT-R the true Japanese muscle car? Maybe yes. It has strength, presence, and an attitude that doesn't ask for permission. The next car takes elegance to another level. The Lexus LFA. A car so special it feels more like a work of art than a vehicle. Lexus wanted to prove that Japan could also create something as emotional as a Ferrari or Lamborghini. But in its own way, under the hood beats a 4.8-liter Phi-10 developed together with Yamaha, capable of revving up to 9,000 RPM. And the most impressive thing is its sound. Tuned like a musical instrument. Every note, every gear change sounds like a mechanical symphony. With 560 horsepower and a weight of just 1,480 kilos, the LFA reaches 325 kilometers per hour. But beyond the numbers, what makes it special is the obsession with detail. The chassis is made of carbon fiber, the interior is built with surgical precision, and only 500 units were ever made. The LFA doesn't try to be the fastest, it tries to be the purest. It's the kind of car you don't buy with your head, but with your heart. And speaking of heart, how could we not mention the Toyota Supra MK4? Few cars have left such a mark, not just because of movies or video games, but because of its engine, the legendary 2JZ GTE, a 3-liter inline-6 twin-turbo that became myth. Capable of handling over 1,000 horsepower with ease. From the factory, it made around 330 horsepower, but its potential was almost limitless. That's why the Supra became the favorite toy of tuners, street racers, and drift enthusiasts alike. It had rear-wheel drive, a 6-speed manual gearbox, and aerodynamics tuned in a wind tunnel. The perfect balance between brutality and elegance. Today, it remains one of the most revered cars in the JDM world. And many still ask, does the new Supra deserve to carry that name? Let me know what you think, because for many, the MK4 will always be the one and only true Supra. Another car that defined an era was the Honda NSX-R, a car born from an obsession with balance, developed with the help of none other than Ayrton Senna. Honda didn't want to make the most powerful car. They wanted to make the most precise one. The NSX-R was a radical version of the original NSX. They stripped away everything unnecessary: insulation, air conditioning, the radio, even parts of the chassis soundproofing, all to save weight. It weighed just 1,230 kilos, powered by a 3.2-liter V6, producing 290 horsepower. It might sound modest compared to the others, but what mattered was how it behaved. Its aluminum chassis, sharp steering, and balance made it feel like an extension of the driver. Senna once said, "You don't need more power when you can feel everything." And that's exactly what the NSX-R represents. Total connection between driver and machine. It's not the fastest in a straight line, but few cars offer such a pure experience. And if we're talking about Japanese purity, we have to end with the Mazda RX-7 FD. A car that defied the rules of engineering with its 13B REW rotary engine. Just 1.3 liters, twin-turbo, and 280 horsepower. But with such violent response and hypnotic sound that you forget any comparison. The RX-7 was light, barely 1,250 kilos, and its perfect weight distribution made it a weapon for the track, for drift, or simply for the open road. It proved that you don't need a huge engine to be fast. Just creativity and passion. Of course, the rotary demanded respect. It required care, maintenance, and understanding. But for those who did, it offered something almost spiritual. Today, the RX-7 is an icon, a jewel that represents the golden era of Japanese performance cars. 5 cars. 5 different ways of understanding speed. The GT-R R35 is brute force and technology. The Lexus LFA is emotion and perfection. The Supra MK4 is infinite power and culture. The NSX-R is balance and purity. And the RX-7 FD is madness and passion. All different, yet all sharing the same soul, the JDM spirit. It's not just about going fast, it's about feeling every second of the drive. That's the Japanese magic. A perfect blend of precision engineering and human emotion. So tell me, which of these cars would you choose to have in your garage? Would you add another one to the list? Maybe a Skyline R34, a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, or a Subaru Impreza WRX STI? Leave your answer in the comments and tell me which of these faster Japanese muscle cars steals your heart. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Because soon we'll be back with more cars that defined an era. See you in the next video. This is Safari Car News, where the passion for cars never fades.